Well, the 2024 Tacoma is in the news again. 107,000, I think, are being recalled for a rear brake line issue. But don't worry, it's not a big deal because Toyota will take care of it, guys. I want you to keep this video in mind that's playing behind me here. Just look at how rugged, how tough it is, how they tested it. It's tough. Look at the suspension. It's the trail hunter. You can hunt trails with this thing. Remember that, because you're going to take a look at these photos and say, you won't be hunting anything. Couple interesting points on this recall. It says it's 2024 and 2025, certain Tacoma selected, only the 16 and 17-inch Toyota wheels. But I found that interesting because are they really not going to update the brake lines or change the location on the other vehicles? 106,000 vehicles are involved in the recall. The rear brake hoses are subject to be damaged over time if there's enough buildup of mud and dirt inside the rear wheel. I'm assuming snow and ice as well. This can result in brake fluid leak and increasing the risk of crash. Check this image out from the Reddits. So this guy was talking about it 5 months ago on Reddit. He said it took his Tacoma off-road. Mud had calcium chloride on it. I don't think that's really why these are having an issue. Wait till you see the location of this. He basically had his brake line cut through from mud in his wheel. So here's a good look at what the brake line looks like in the rear. Look at the location and the choice of the location of this brake line for a moment. Kind of looks a little too close to the wheel. Looks a little suspect. And apparently the brake line, I don't know if it has too much bend in it or if the materials are just kind of weak. But this brings up a point that I always talk about on this channel. I don't think the manufacturers are testing things like they used to. So look at the brake line location on this, where they put it in the wheel. Like, are you telling me they actually tested this thing through mud and through snow and ice, and they never had a problem? I just don't buy it. It's not just Toyota, it's all these manufacturers. We wouldn't be seeing these seemingly simple recalls that I don't think should be occurring. 106,000, I mean, someone could, you lose brake fluid, that's it, man. It's just frustrating. I wish manufacturers, especially Toyota, would get back to really just scrutinizing and testing their vehicles the way they used to. Another guy had the issue 5 months ago. He says, in short, the 24 Tacomas now have disc brakes on the rear. Oh, by the way, they used to have drum brakes. So welcome to modern trucks where we put disc brakes all the way around Toyota, not just on the front. There's really no excuse for this. I mean, we've had disc brakes in just about every other brand for the last 20 years. This guy says the electronic parking brake takes up a lot of room, so they place the brake lines with no housing, which makes it susceptible to failure. Oh, another win for the electronic parking brakes that I absolutely hate. Thanks, manufacturers. And this second guy here said that when he picked his truck up, the mechanic said that Toyota flew an engineer out to look at his truck. Apparently it's happened to several people and a recall was likely. This was 5 months ago. These guys were projecting this would be a recall, obviously for safety reasons. And I think we're going to see a lot more of this garbage put to market before it's tested. Here's an example. How Subaru tech supplier is leveraging AI to slash development times. Neural Concepts technology predicts results through faster simulations, compressing the time people spend doing manual iterations and operations to help engineers work quickly and shortcut development times. Everybody's looking to shortcut. Everybody's looking to simulate things instead of actually testing them in the real world. So welcome to more problems. I think it's just going to be this competitive market to rush things faster and faster and faster production, less testing, more simulated testing, more testing on those big, you've seen those big test machines where they just put the car with no wheels and test it and they say, oh, we tested it for 80,000 hours. Yeah, indoors on a machine or whatever. Thanks for watching. Till next time.